Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. So it's going to be a Tanic video, another one. You're going to see a lot of them. I just got done beating the shit out of this thing on a log, or a 2x4. It's still perfect. I cleaned all the shit off of it and everything. Chops really nicely. It bites into wood very nicely. I just really like it. We did a couple comparisons with a couple different knives. And this one just outperformed a lot of them as far as biting into wood and everything. Especially with a really nice grip you get here. I mean, cutting in the wood is just really nice. I wish I had a piece with me right now, actually, but I don't. So yeah, I showed it to everybody. I compared a few, and then I told them to check out mine. And I kind of wish we had it on tape, but we didn't. We didn't film it. We were just kind of messing around. Real quick, Sam, if you're out there, your knife is here. Thanks to Blade HQ. Guys, you guys know how I feel about Blade HQ. I mean, I don't have to say it over and over. They're just the nicest and most genuine people I know. I mean, as far as a company that sells knives, retail, they're just awesome. I mean, Jacob is I consider a good friend. I know Ben a little bit, but you know, but Jacob's just a really nice dude. I deal with him mainly. He's a great guy, and you know, we're working on 30 Tanics for Blade HQ, guys. So there's gonna be a lot of them out there at some point. They're gonna do runs of them. We're gonna do runs of them, probably 10 a piece. I'm shooting for 10 a month for Blade HQ, maybe earlier than that. There may be one up there pretty soon for you guys to check out. I might do one like right off the bat for them within the 20, the golden 20, as Jim would put it. But so you guys, we could check out like what kind of feedback we get and everything. So yeah, Sam, is yours for when you get back. Nice little mini reflex, great little knife. So yeah, you guys saw the Laugh Tanic, the Darth Tanic. Just gonna get another shot of this guy. Got a nice deep blue pocket clip. Really sick. I really like this one a lot. I mean, I'm more of a simple guy, like I said in my last video, but the action's just perfect. I just showed Long these. He just saw them for the first time. Long's a good friend of ours. Comes by once in a while, and he's pretty excited. He's getting one of these in the first 20. Talk about the first 20 here real quick. So I mean, if I didn't include you in it, and you felt like maybe it should have been. I mean, I haven't had anybody say anything yet, but it's all people that have helped me out a lot. There's a few I probably missed, but I did try to call everyone, including like Smoke Eater. He's a good friend, and had many good conversations with him. He's very supportive, and unfortunately, I don't know, he's too famous now, I guess, so I couldn't get a hold of him to offer one. But dude, if you still want one, man, just let me know. Give me a call, dude. You're definitely someone who I feel like deserves to get in on these if you want. Some people like Jim helped me out a lot. Brian especially went above and beyond to help me, and I will always appreciate that. That's why he was number one. This next one is going to a friend of mine, Bobby Jones. This guy, I met him early on in the knife pimping when I was unsure of everything and I didn't know what I was doing, and he provided a lot of support and words of encouragement, and just really kept me going when I was very unsure about what was going on. And he was always there to root me on. He would say things to me like, oh, I was always like, oh man, one day, I wish I could get like a Strider, or, I wish I could afford to buy like some of those customs. He's like, you will, man, you will. And I'm looking at my collection, I'm like, that dude was freaking right. It's a crazy bad thing, but he says stuff, and it just helps me, kind of pushes me along or whatever. But he sort of disappeared for 8 months, and I was actually pretty worried about him, and I couldn't get a hold of him in any way. I left messages, and he just vanished. And I all but gave up, and then just out of the blue, gives me a call, and it kind of blew my mind. And he has basically had some pretty crappy things happening in his life. He's been stretching himself thin, trying to help people out around him, family members and everything. A lot of medical things going on. It's just pretty unfortunate, and I feel pretty bad that he's going through that. I mean, it must be hard on him and his family, but he saw the Tanics, and I was like, dude, you're in. You're always in. There was always a free slot open for you, and he just happened to come back during that, and he caught up on my videos, and he was blown away by the Tanic. And yeah, I told him, yeah, man, like I'll make you one right away, dude, like right away, because like he's somebody that's really done a lot for me. And there's other people, unless like Chosen 7x7, who's also, I don't talk to him as much as I used to. I wish I did. I feel bad about that. He was a supporter of mine like early on, my first big client and everything, and I will always be thankful for that from him. So just people that really help me. There's a few random stragglers here and there that just kind of just good people that I don't really know too well. But, you know, some people talk me into it. It's pretty easy to talk me into stuff, guys. So if you call me up and you want a Tanic, most likely you could probably talk me into giving it to you. You know, I like to just start throwing out ones and zeros and zeros. No, I'm kidding. So this Tanic, I told him, whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. I will, you know, do it for the first 20 price and, you know, make it just epic for you. So he's like, Timascus bolster and Timascus over the pivot and all that stuff. And I'm like, all right, I hate you. So anyway, it's not completely finished. I need to work on the lock a bit more. It needs to shave a little bit more off the tang there. But as usual, we got the nice semi-polished swedge there. It's not done yet. I actually kind of like this like rough polish. It's got the lines in it. I really like that actually. Polished spine. And then you got the beautiful Timascus bolster with the natural pattern, which is naturally the most beautiful thing ever. And you got the just plain titanium in the bottom here. You can see the angled titanium's pretty thin. I had to put a screw up here to support, so there's 2 screws in it. It doesn't look bad. I was actually pretty worried about that, but it actually doesn't look bad at all. It's barely even noticeable if you can get past the beauty of the Timascus. Really nice rock pattern stone wash finish. Moving on to the back spacer. I call this my chainsaw pattern here. Just kind of looks like a chainsaw, just like really cool. Bigger grooves here, smaller grooves here with little dimples in the middle there. A2, nice and heavy ass on it. Bottom sticks out a little bit more like a meat tenderizer. And it's been heat colored in the and polished on the tips here. And on this side, you got the pocket clip with the Timascus overlay, which I'm just like, fuck it, this is gonna be fucking crazy. So I just did it. I thought it looked cool, and it does look cool. And you got the little, real thin Timascus ring around the pivot there, which is a nice little touch. You got the nice early lock up there. A little too early on this one. I gotta basically, before I set anything out or do anything, I don't consider it finished until the lock is perfect. So I just need to take a little bit more off the lock because it's solid, but if you hit it a couple times, it does fail. There you go. So I don't want that happening on any of my knives at all. So, you know, they will all get tested like that. I know spine whacking is a retarded test, but it is a good indicator of that you're a little too early, you know. So I thought I'd try this out with the overlay here. I thought it was kind of interesting, very original. It's got the nice natural pattern on it too. Everybody seemed to really like it. I had this small piece left. I wanted to make a full Timascus clip. These screws are only temporary, so ignore these 2 screws. They're shaved off underneath so it doesn't catch the pocket, but it's a really firm pocket clip. And it actually provides some nice little smooth grip there. And a nice little decorative, like for dress. When you're dressed up, you got this nice beautiful Timascus sitting out of your pocket, which just looks gorgeous. So in case you're wearing purples and blues and reds, you know, you'll have something to match it. And this was not easy, guys. I mean, I talked to Walter Randolph because he does this on a lot of them. Not easy to do. Not easy. So you got the super polished pivot screw, the nice Timascus like little accent piece there. Ties the whole knife together, I think. Brings the whole room together, I guess. But the action, the detent's perfect. Action is smooth as hell. Besides that lockup. Still rough because I gotta break it in a bit. But there's a little wrist flick there. Minus the wrist flick. Nice and smooth. I ain't bullshitting you guys. These rip out real fast. I really like them. I like the way the detent is a lot. You can do it stronger or softer. Like this one's very soft. I mean, it takes like nothing at all. That's mine. You can whip it out like that, but at the same time, for pocket carry, you worry about small jolts. I was holding down the bottom. Small jolts won't do anything to it, but this one is I mean, this one's been overused. I mean, I've been harder using this. I wake up every day to beat the shit out of this thing. Just wake up there, go in the log, just whacking it in the log, you know what I mean? Like the setup we got there for chopping and everything. Really beat the shit out of it, and just kind of go throughout my day without sharpening it, and it stays pretty damn sharp. I mean, after that much heavy use, of course, I just give it a little strop here and there, but it's not super sharp right now. It's just, you know. But yeah. Nothing to flip it. So yeah, this guy is going for Bobby. I hope you like this, man. I hope this is everything you wanted. I really do appreciate all the support you give me, man. I consider you a good friend. I've only met him like in person maybe 2 or 3 times, but you know, we've talked a lot. And after not seeing him for 8 months or hearing from him, I basically thought the worst. Basically he called me up. It was a good 6-hour conversation. It was good, just catching up on everything. And you know, he'd watched my videos throughout that time, here and there, and caught up on everything. And it was just really cool to hear his reaction, because he basically went from my original Toads to like the Tanics, like in one night, for like making up for everything he missed. So it was really nice to hear from him, and just someone I care about his opinion a lot. So, but yeah, Bobby, this will be done this week and out to you, and you'll get it a nice new Tanic Timascus overlay on the pocket clip, which is crazy looking. Really nice chainsaw backspacer there. And a nice Timascus bolster, nice and seamless. I tell you guys, a manual mill is fun. Do some real cool stuff with it. There's a little bit of, like, you see the lines right here. You see the champering around the edges. It's kind of like a lines all around it, so it kind of reflects nicely on the pivot there. It's a really high polished machine. Well, I did that by hand. Basically, put this pivot in a drill press, tighten it up just by hand so it's hanging down, and you'd use sandpaper, just put it up to it while it's spinning. You get this really nice brushed machine look to it. It's just a really nice thing I've been doing for a long time. Polish up screws. I like the way that circular shine looks. So yeah, guys, there is going to be some epically insane Tanics here. I'm just going to tell you that right now. There's a pivot screw for my steampunk Tanic. You see it carved, I basically use an end mill, hit the middle there, press fit a gear, little watch part gear in there, put a gear pattern around the outside edges. It's going to stick out of here. I got little ideas here of this little part from a lamp. Goes around it there. It's got the nice jimpering around the edges there. It's just it's going to look crazy. I'm going to build it from this pivot. The whole thing is going to be crazy. Ignore these lines. It's going to be epic. It's not going to be one of your like rough steampunk that's got shit hanging everywhere, coils. I'm not about that. I mean, if I'm going to do some steampunk, you're still going to be able to use it. You know what I mean? Nothing's going to intrude on your grip at all. You'll see, guys. I'm really excited about that one for sure. And I found some of this in my backyard. I don't know what this is. I don't know. It was just hanging off the side of a tree. This ripping piece of this is like $200. Ooh, shit. Yeah, so you guys get an idea. This is a small piece of Timascus, very small. It's basically 4 by 1.7 and 0.186 thick. $200. Worth every penny, guys. Alpha Knife Supply, they make this shit. It's not like something they get from China or something they get from another company. They make this shit, guys. And it is phenomenal customer service. I consider them all friends. I mean, whether they're just doing that just to make me a repeat customer, I don't care. I feel at home with them, and you guys should definitely go to them. They'll help you out. Chuck will help you out with advice and everything. I mean, this Timascus is beautiful. I got some zirconium coming, and you won't see really these pivots here, or these screws at the bottom. They'll all have the pivots at the bottom too. I decided on that. It's a bit of a hefty bill, but I don't care. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed number 8. And Bobby, I put your name in here on the inside. It says Bobby Jones, number 8 on the inside, just so you remember You know, it's yours and everything, because I know you'll never sell it. That's for you, man. You guys have a great night. Thanks for watching. Peace.